isipan. Go palakas, malinis na paligid, mabuting kalooban. Go palakas, hangad na maglingkod sa kapwa kaibigan. Go palakas, alagaan natin si inang kalikasan. Halika na totoo sa kalikasan at kapwa-tao. Isa buhay natin ito. Go pala, go pala. Sugan pangkalikasan. Go palakas.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning sa inyong lahat. It's been a while for the both of us, but yet, you know, we always, we miss everyone in many ways, yeah. But anyway, good morning to you all. Daman-daman na natin yung lamig dito sa amin sa bundok.
Malapit na kasi ang Pasko.
Malapit na kasi ang Pasko. Ngayon, it was a trying year. But anyway, hindi pa naman natatapos eh. Kaya wag na natin muna pag-usapan yun. But
Yes. We're
bigyan
talking
natin ng
about...
pansin yung ating mga kaugalian.
Oh, excuse me.
Wala ba, no?
Wildlife coming my way. There, see? Sorry, we live in the farm kasi maraming wildlife dito. Okay.
Anyway, we should towards the end of this year, already tayo ay nakikita natin na it's been quite a challenging year all the time sa ating bansa for many. But yet, what holds us up as a society? What holds you up as an individual to the trials that we are faced with, and the situation sometimes, you know,
The ever-changing world around us.
right?
Oo.
We're planning for many things, but yet suddenly something in the region or the part of the world, a turmoil takes place. Nag-umpisa yung ating year 2 years ago na may isang problema tayo sa isang bansa up in the north, in Europe, but now it's in the Middle East, and hopefully it doesn't come
Ang
our
dami
way.
na. All over.
It doesn't come to the Southeast Asia or here in nearby. No? We always pray, kaya yung manalangin, hindi ho tayo dapat, kumbaga hindi tayo dapat palaging nakakalimutan natin ito, yung panalangin. Sabi niyo.
Buti na lang tayo kasi we have really, tayo as a country, as a people, we're very resilient because we have our Filipino values. By the way, it's the month for Filipino values, so we want to talk about that. That's what keeps us together, di ba? Somehow or other. Resilient talaga tayo dahil sa ating mga shared values in our country.
And we hope that these values are not eroded and that it's maintained. But, you know, because our society has changed too. Yung values natin is becoming, kumbaga, we are embracing different cultural, attractions sa ating buhay. But yet we always hope that what kept us together as a society, as a village, as a family, the values of that
O unang-una,
will sustain us.
yeah, unang-una, at least we're a country that believes in God.
Yeah.
Tayo ay mahilig manalangin, humingi ng lakas ng loob sa ating Panginoon para
Guidance.
ano man yung ating harapin, kakayanin natin basta meron tayong dasal.
This keeps you positive eh.
Oo.
Kumbaga in life, there's always something to look forward to. Kadalasan kasi, even if you're overwhelmed by issues that you're faced with, but yet still, pag kayo ay may sapat na, kumbaga na, mahinahon ng ating puso, sabihan,
Oo, kasi
magaan
alam
ang
natin,
ating
hindi
loob.
tayo nag-iisa. Meron someone looking out for us.
There's always somebody giving us the guidance and the insights and the relief from whatever burden this world can bring about sa ating mga buhay.
Never ho tayo nag-iisa. Sa totoo lang. Kasama natin si Lord.
Tingnan natin sa ating many of the cultural practices natin, napapansin natin. Kahit nga mga pangalan ng bayan, mga pangalan ng mga anak natin. Sometimes it's connected to spirituality, di ba?
Mga santo.
Mga santo.
Oo.
Then we find that even towns are named after certain saints.
Tayo, San Juan.
San
Ating
Juan.
lugar.
So there are these reminders. Tapos, if you go to towns, makikita nyo sa mga plaza, dito especially sa probinsya. Siyempre, dito sa amin sa probinsya, ang pinaka-sentro pa rin na malalaking struktura ay yung simbahan.
Oo. I think it's true for all the towns in the
Right.
Philippines, no?
But
we're not only talking about Christian religion.
Right.
At least in our country, maraming mga iba-ibang religion, pero there is the shared acknowledgement that there is a higher force than us.
Right.
Oo.
Yung mga kapilya, yung mga worship centers,
Oo.
different, siyempre, denomination. So nakikita natin na there's always a reminder.
Yes.
Katulad ngayon, magpapasko. Ano ba yung Pasko sa totoo lang? Ano ba yung lalim ng Pasko? Yung pagbibigayan. All of this is born out of sharing love and to accept love and be loved. And
Oo. Kaya aside from ang root ng ating values, 'di ba, is our love for God. But connected to that is kaya tayo makatao.
Right.
Dahil alam natin lahat na tayo anak ng Diyos. So that comes together with our value of caring for each other.
Yeah. Service
Oo.
and care. So when that becomes as a core of one's existence, it makes a whole difference sa buhay ng isang tao.
Tulad nung dinaanan natin na yung 3 taon na COVID, hindi pa nga natatapos yun.
Meron pa.
Nakikita natin na naghirap tayo lahat, pero kahit paano, meron sa atin na medyo mas mayroon sila. So, gumawa rin ng paraan, nagkaroon ng community markets, nagtulungan tayo, di ba? And that helped us survive
Nagbigaya.
throughout that ordeal. Oo.
Kumbaga, we adapted and adjusted to it. And then we found that there are also, as a result of that, there's two ways to look at it. Such experiences, which is a national and a worldwide. Diba? Lahat tayo naapektuhan But yet, you could see how everybody is trying to find a solution to it and shared, right? There's a world body, there's a national body, there's a local body, there's, all of this.
Family,
And everybody individual.
somehow tulungan tayo.
Nagtutulungan.
Kumbaga meron tayong nasasandalong pader kahit paano. We all help each other. Kahit wala tayong pera, magtulong tayo pa rin, no? At least may moral support.
So this
sa isa't
value
isa.
has kept us for a
Together.
long time.
Oo.
And we thank
Mm-mm.
for those who make sacrifices, those who bring about providing guidance and a higher goal for everyone sa buhay. So hindi lang tayo yung, kung ano lang ang nasa madla natin, doon na tayo kumakapit. Kung hindi, there's always a reminder for us that there's more to life and a deeper meaning to our existence. And prayer, meditation, going to temples and churches, congregating together for the purpose of the glorification of God. These are all activities that uplifts our consciousness. It makes a big difference.
Tsaka just to share, no? Galing lang kami sa isang convention kung saan ang main na pinag-usapan yung paano makatulong sa bawat isang tao
Sa kapwa
sa ating bansa. 'Di ba? Kasi Hindi lahat may access sa healthcare. So, yung aming subject matter is how do we get everybody to be able to access healthcare. So, nakakatuwa kasi lumalabas talaga yung ating natural na pag-caring sa bawat isa, no? Kanya-kanyang input kung paano natin ma-achieve yan. Na kahit yung pinakamahirap na tao sa ating bansa ay magkakaroon ng somehow matulungan natin sa kanilang healthcare. Dahil ngayon na danas natin na pamahal ng pamahal syempre no, pag ikaw nagkasakit. So all kinds of things kinonsider na, hindi lang gamot but pati yung ating mga traditional ways of healing.
There's many of these healing components that just don't heal the very physical and mental, but actually the very being is healed.
Yeah. Oo. Kasi magkakasama talaga
Yeah,
yan. Minsan nga sa ating lack of spiritual values, doon tayo nagkakaroon ng mga mental health problems.
Right.
No? And even our mind, kung mind natin magulo, hindi tayo mahinahon, nagkakasakit yung ating katawan. No? So talagang konektado yan. So with our good values in place, then that should help all of us, help each other and help ourselves as well.
One value that comes to play a lot sa ating, again, no matter what, makapamilya pa rin tayo.
Oh yes. Lalo na ngayon, malapit na ang Pasko. Siyempre, nagpabalak na lahat ng mga magkakapamilya na magkasama-sama. No?
Yeah,
It's the
kasi-
time we have our connections ulit.
Right, and siyempre, sa modern day of social media, what it did positively is to get the family connecting to one another, even if they're from faraway areas.
Oo, somehow.
There's a way to communicate and continue this connection.
Oo. Pero iba pa rin, nagkakasama
Iba pa rin ang
talaga.
nakikita, face to face.
Yes.
F to F.
Oo.
Di ba? Yan ang mga bagong linggo ng mga katulad ni Keisha. Di ba? Yung aming mga tech person, ganun yung kanila. Anyway, the presence, contact. Kumbaga yung contact is very important.
Yeah, tsaka yung family values natin, matindi talaga yan. Kaya sa ating bansa, hindi natin masyadong nakikita na yung mga matatanda halimbawa, hindi na nakapiling natin, di ba? Tayo, ano pa rin, malakas pa rin sa ating bansa, sa ating mga tao na si Lola, aalagaan pa rin natin, hindi ilalagay lang sa isang institution as much as possible, di ba? We still believe in everybody growing together. We understand, halimbawa sa education, involved tayo lahat. Pati si Lolo and Lola, they are helping to teach the young ones.
Yes, to
And the
raise
young
the child.
ones, maliit pa lang, alam nila, there is somebody, there's Lolo and Lola who will be my kakampi pag pinagalitan ako. ng
Mukhang
papa
palagi
at
yung
mama.
puro lola naman yung pinag-uusapan mo. Puro
Siyempre,
grandchildren.
of course,
Nalilimutan na tuloy yung...
included yan sa ating pamilya. Yan ang sinasabi natin. The family is very big in the Philippines. Hindi lang mama and papa and kids.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it takes, may kasabihan nga, it takes not just a family, but it takes a clan, or it takes a
whole
community,
village. Oo.
and a whole town, or a whole city. Kasi alalahanin nyo,
Tulungan.
nag-aambang yan for education. Kasi iba-iba yung level ng education. May grade school, may high school, may kolehiyo, may technical programs. Nakikita niya, nag-aambag-ambag yan to service the very community that we live in. These are things that are seen, and kumbaga, those who are planning this is very much part of seeing the very component of keeping the society intact.
Oo, even naman sa mga tourism, halimbawa, isipin mo yung tourism, no? Negosyo and all that. But they try to have family-oriented tourist areas. Diba? Para lahat kasama.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Dito nga sa San Juan ng araw, puro surfing. So obviously, si Lola at si Lola won't be wearing bathing suit and surf shorts to go swim and surf. You know?
And why not? Meron din naman
Oh,
nakakaganon.
siyempre. Pero
Do not, push them aside. Some of them can do it.
In lifeguard. Ako nga, wala nang surfing. Hindi ba? But anyway, ating pinag-uusapan dito is...
Habang
sabihin na
nagsiserve
natin,
sila, or maybe Lola can do some
okay, crochet.
lamierda there.
Okay, di ba? Or you have a crowd of senior citizens by the beach, you know. They should not be discouraged from going there because they can't surf, but they can actually enjoy the very
There are still
very
those who
ambiance,
serve.
di ba? The
Yes,
very
yes.
ambiance of what the coastal area is, you know.
Yeah, we don't want to echapuera anybody.
Kaya nga
Sa
meron
ating
pawikan
ginagawa.
conservation work. Para
Pati
meron
pawikan
tayong
kasali.
iba't
But
ibang
in our pawikan program, where we are taking care of the environment, taking care of the pawikan, we also include the family. So we have also what we call Kurma Kids, di ba? Kurma yung pangalan ng ating pawikan conservation. And they have programs for children. And the children, of course, come with the parents. And the parents, minsan mas excited pa sila sa kids. There's a lot to learn.
Right.
Natutuwa
There are
sila.
many. Plus, it involves everyone again.
Yes, everybody. On
Yeah.
Tuesday, meron school that will be coming.
But
Mga
you know,
bata,
the learning
ganyan.
process is doesn't just involve the children or the
Yes.
students that are coming,
Lifelong
but also
learning ang
the
atin.
supervisors,
Oo.
the people involved in it.
Yes.
Eh, kaya nga the volunteer component is, again, it's enhanced, no?
Yes.
Kaya yung values nga ng paggalang, values nga hindi lang paggalang sa pamilya natin, sa nanay, sa lola, sa lolo, sa kapatid, ngunit pati na rin yung ating kalikasan.
Yes, kasi that's also one of our values. Makakalikasan ang ating mga Pinoy.
Okay. So, may batiin natin muna ating mga nakikinig at matagal na rin natin sila hindi nakasama. Si Bert Pasqua, good morning to you.
And
Patrick,
Vico.
Janelle, good morning. Clarice, good morning. Paul, good morning. Miguel Vargas, good morning. Nagkita lang kami nung isang araw.
And
Yeah.
Salditan.
Okay, Saditan, good morning. Hi. Angel Gonzalo, good morning to you. So, you know, please
So, we're talking
take
about
part
family-
in values.
We're talking about Filipino values
Filipino
during
values.
this Filipino Values Month. If you want to share with us anything, please do. You know, we're very eager to hear from you. Okay, so we're on the part where we are makakalikasan.
Nako, yan na, kaya nga binanggit ko.
Oo.
Makakalikasan. Kulang tayo dyan.
Well, it's supposed to be one of our values, but we have to, you know, resurrect it.
Alright.
Kasi naging cityfied na tayo marami.
Oh, medyo yan, may in-embrace tayo
Oo.
na isang kultura na sometimes they promoted,
Development na puro building.
right, and moving you out of the comforts of a place like where we are, you know.
Pero when you look
clean
at
air,
our
good food.
our old paintings gawa ng ating mga national artists like Amor Solo, makita mo puro nature,
Nature,
di ba? Yan
countryside.
ang mga hanggang ngayon gusto pa natin talaga.
Plus, you know, definitely the reason why you go out of the cities or your towns to go to a place somewhere with family members is to look for a place that is like a coast, beach,
Oh, relaxing
relax, calming.
and healing.
So these are very much used to be a part of our strong value that makakalikasan tayo.
Oo.
Now, this is one component because we all understand that the environment we live in affects our consciousness.
Exactly.
So this is
So,
why we should not
alagaan
forget this
natin.
value.
Mm-mm.
Wherever we are, you may be in a community, in the urban center. Let's say our friend here, Miguel Vargas, sabi niya, grupo siya ng doers. Okay, ano bang ginagawa nila? They live in a halos syudad na to eh.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, it's a suburb in the province, but his group goes out, picks up trash, cleans up the
to
beach,
clean up the
bring
environment.
bring about awareness and involves people. They started with a few people, now it grew and grew.
Yes.
You know.
You
So-
know, I wanted to share again with them. In the convention I went to, Dr. Jaime Galvestan, who is my mentor, no? He used to be with the head of the DOH. He has this project now, the government is supporting this. Naghahanap sila ng mga sacred healing places because they understand that the environment has to be protected because there are really environments that heal us, not just spiritually, but also physically and mentally. No? So it's a very strong connection, the
Yeah.
environment
This
and
is-
our healing.
This is something that we should not ever disregard simply because most of nature has its healing potential. It's given. It's not just given, but it's actually meant to support the needs of everyone, from clean water, clean air, nutritious food, a serene environment that is more conducive to a higher activity and upliftment of consciousness. But
Tsaka
we
we're
have
part
to
of
maintain
nature,
this.
di ba?
Right.
Kahit sa ating history, di ba, meron si Malakas at si Maganda. You know that picture where they come out from the bamboo bayaan? No, that parang we're really born out of the environment, the natural environment. So let's take care of it.
Oh, si Maria Makiling, di ba? Maraming mga alamat sa mga pag-aaral ng mga bata. Nakikita natin. Ngayon, wala na yung bahay kubo. Ano nila, hollow blocks. Yung gano'n yung ano.
But there is a comeback. There are more people now getting interested in
Native
having native homes.
Because they always think it's only in tourist spots.
Oo.
You can actually build a native house.
Yeah, there's
That's
this
where you
group that also teaches about bamboo homes, di
Yeah,
ba?
right.
That's nice. That's good. It's coming back. Kasi yun ang sustainable material, yung
Right.
bamboo.
Kawayan.
Oo.
So this is something, again, I hope that you sustain. And if you're kind of out of the loop on this, magbasa-basa lang kayo. Ang dami ng informasyon tungkol sa anong pwede natin gawin para mapanatili natin na maganda yung ating mga kapaligiran, ating kalikasan.
Yeah, usually when people come here, for example, sa aming lugar, gulat na gulat sila, bakit napaka-fresco daw dito? Eh, natural ho, kasi napakadaming puno. That's really, is so cooling. At saka nare-relax sila. Meron nga mga pagpupunta dito, antok na agad.
Naupo pa lang, inatok na.
Dahil nga, fresco yung ating hangin, tsaka relaxing talaga.
That's ambiance. has to
Oo,
do with
ang
it.
mga
So that's why
halaman.
you can make the same thing in your homes. Bring in plants, bring in nature to your homes.
Oo.
You bring in the sunlight.
Di ba nung nag-COVID, parang natural na nagkaroon ng resurgence ng love for plants.
Right.
Nabuhay sila, plantito, plantita.
And then there were so
Kasi
much
comforting yun healing.
because everybody got forced to stay at home.
Oo.
And then
They needed to see something natural.
limited your environment, limited where you can go, what you can do. You can go to places where you want to be. So nabuhay yan.
Oo, buti na lang.
Continue it. Don't.
Kasi it's natural sa atin So, pagka may problema tayo, parang we're naturally drawn to where we came from, di ba? Yung mga dati nating gawain.
Again, I say good morning to Gopi, Herschel, and Jay. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ito, sabi ni Miguel, one strong Filipino value is malasakit. This keeps us going on doing environmental activities for the community, for the marine ecosystem, and for the future generation. Nice to hear. Thank you so much
Very
for your
important
sacrifice.
yung sinabi mo,
Yung
Miguel.
malasakit.
Yung malasakit na yan. Yan napaka integral sa ating pagka-Pilipino.
Pagkatao dapat.
Oo. Hindi yung sarili lang iniisip natin. Talagang kahit hindi ganun kadali gumising napakaaga, di ba?
Right.
Gigising sila maagang-maaga.
What drives you is that
Naglilinis.
di ba, when you care, sometimes the caring component is limited to your next of kin. O sa sarili lang. But
Yeah,
there's
but
such a
as you
thing
grow, spiritually,
Right.
lumalawak yung circle.
and yung malasakit, you have to care and go out of your way and care enough. Kumbaga, go out of your way to care for others.
Yeah.
Caring and action.
At saka yung malasakit kasi, mas malaking motivational force yun kesa sa sweldo, for example. Diba? If you're doing something kasi may malasakit ka, parang mas binubuhos mo yung energy mo sa ginagawa mo. Kaya
Many organizations
yan
are
talaga.
trying to involve their rank and files,
employees
to go and do yung tawag nila CSRs.
CSR, oo.
But if you strengthen this project or this activity, you will find it's not just merely complying for the environment.
Yung parang, sige, ayan, nakasign na ako, ha? Kasali ako.
But use it and strengthen it. Use it and make it so that every person would feel that they're part of something that is very good. And it's not just going to affect them today. It's not just going to affect you today, but it will affect all the future generations. So this is very important. The sacrifices that we have to make, the the difficulties we need to accept. This is part of life. But you will find these traits of malasakit will make you resilient.
Mm-mm. Kasi imbis na sarili mo lang iniisip mo rin, naiisip mo yung iba eh.
Yeah.
So you're willing to take that extra
Right.
mile.
You don't go out, you don't just, kumbaga, kung pang sarili lang, I think it's the easiest thing in life for many. But yet for others, when others is involved, and if you are endeavoring for making it so that the environment, because with the environment, nandiyan nga yung kalusugan, ang ganyan ang kalusugan ng physical at ang ating mental. Nandiyan din yung ating mga sa pagkain. Then, yung interpersonal relationship natin. Kapag ang environment natin ay maayos, then mas may lalim. Kasi ano yan eh, that's the nature of such environments. It nurtures you.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So related to malasakit is also yung ating isa pang ugali or value na pakikisama, di ba? We have that also. Tulungan tayo, ganoon. Tsaka yung
Community volunteerism.
yeah. And yung bayanihan spirit.
Bayanihan
Oo.
spirit. Dito sa amin, marami pa rin yan. Nagtutulungan ng tao. Ngayon, kakatapos lang anihan ng palay. Siguro dapat malaman ng marami na itong ating latest harvest ng palay has been like 1.5 the normal. Magano nag-bumper crop yung ating palay harvest. So it's a good, very positive and good news for our country. And we hope that it's handled very well and given attention by our national leaders on the food security sectors para naman mapangalagaan natin yung hirap at saka yung malasakit ng ating mga magsasaka na mabigyan din ng pansin para sa kanila, kumita naman din sila. At saka nagdagdag sila ng tulong pang nutrisyon at pang pagkain ng ating bayan. Kasi yung aanihin ngayon, kaya niya halos can cover almost 20 million metric tons of rice. And
This is in the whole country.
yeah, and that should bring down the inflation.
Mm-mm.
Because simply that food,
Dapat affordable pa rin.
affordable. Pero,
At saka, accessible.
right.
Mm-mm.
Tsaka quality.
Mm-mm.
Huwag naman yung
Mura nga, pero hindi mo na makain.
halos third class na yung palay na bigas na kinakain.
Oo,
ng
we
tao.
produce it. Dapat we have the best
We have
rice
the
for
best
our
rice
people.
for our people.
Okay. Ano pa? Meron pa ba tayong ibang marami tayong values even this yung pakikisama nga. 'Di ba? Meron sa atin, they just think of themselves. Pero sa iba, hindi, tumutulong talaga. Just like you're just talking about the harvest. Alam mo sa ating bansa, minsan merong farmer, mag-isa, hindi niya magagawa yung ma-harvest lahat. Pero tutulungan siya ng kanyang mga kapitbahay or mga kaibigan. Di ba ganun sila pag mag-harvest? They help each other.
Tumutulong talaga. Ito talaga dito, nakita natin sa harvest time. Nakikita natin yung tulungan-tulungan ng mga tao. Kasi kung wala niyan, hindi talaga tayo aasenso. Magandang umaga kay Francis. Okay. Long time.
Hello, Francis.
Okay.
Ano pa?
Siyempre. Ano bang nasa listahan mo dyan?
Positive tayo. Kaya
Okay.
natin to.
Utang na loob.
Iba.
Di ba? Marunong tayo tumanaw ng utang na loob. And that goes deep. You know? Tama. Kasi
Importante.
pag ano ba yung utang? Ano ba yung loob?
A debt of gratitude, di ba? In English, ang utang na loob.
Right.
So, hindi natin nalilimutan yung mga tumulong sa
Sa ating
atin.
buhay.
Sa ating buhay. Kasi hindi naman tayo lumalaki at natututo mag-isa. Maraming nakatutok sa atin na may malasakit sa atin.
Right.
Tinulungan
The
tayo
success
along
of
the
a
way.
person's individual,
Mm-mm.
like nabanggit natin, requires a family,
Mm-mm.
requires a community, requires a nation. So, one value that many of us should not ever, kasi kaya kagandahan ng tumutulong ka sa inyong kapwa-tao o kaya sa iyong community, o kaya sa iyong bayan, you learn to volunteer because it is the strength of the community that brings about resiliency. It is your individual contribution that makes nation stronger. So when you talk about nation building, now what is nation? Nation is comprised of so many people. What makes the nation strong has to do with the individuals, the society in general. Now, if the society is always looking into the very needs of its constituents, not just for themselves, it will make a big difference for everyone. Our society would be a lot better. Okay? And we find that compared to other countries, nakikita ninyo the turmoil that goes on in their land. Ito maganda sa atin, no matter what. Kahit na meron din tayong mga problema na nangyayari dito sa atin ng araw, down south, magulo. Tapos there are sectors of the society that are very much aggrieved o kaya galit sila dahil kumbaga na hindi sila bibigyan ng pansin in the development and prosperity is not being felt by them. The benefits. But we find that no matter what, it's pockets sa atin, no? No matter what, our community still thrives to be peaceful and not, kumbaga, like now, you'll find daming gulo, di ba? Or even clan against clan or racial problems or nakikita natin nangyayari sa iba-iba, tribal problems, di ba? But because of this nature, we tend to transcend this. Yung mga problema that will cause problems like this that will arise, where families feud, communities feud, or clans will feud, regions will feud, may away. So let's, there's more.
O yan, we have
Sabi niya, mahirap daw bayaran ng utang na loob. Mas madali pa magbayad ng utang na pera.
sabi ni Francis.
Sabi ni Francis.
Oo nga, kasi
Oo nga.
naman yung iba, nagsasamantala naman. Para meron ka, wala kang utang na loob. Ginawa ko
Pinalaki
para
kita,
sa iyo.
ganito.
Oo. Let's not take advantage of that naman. Na, yung iba kasi, maganda nga yung, sabi ni Miguel Vargas, maganda yung pagtulong na walang hinihingi kapalit.
Kaya nga, selfless service nga eh.
Oo.
Kasi may lalim yan.
I mean, yes, we have utang na loob, but those who are giving naman, let's not be so demanding also.
Right.
Sa mga tinutulungan natin.
Let's not expect.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, let's be selfless pagdating
Let's
sa
do it
salvation.
from the goodness of our heart.
Alright.
Yeah. Oo.
So these are things that are this is where the real true value comes in.
Yeah.
Kasi work like this, it requires a sacrifice of one individual or a group. You will find it doesn't, it's not measured by cost anymore. Wala na yan eh. It's priceless. That's why on my side, I've been talking to a lot as far as environment is concerned. Last week, nasa Pampanga nga kami, we were with the ITAS. And the tribal games was held in portions outside of Clark City and Angeles City.
So these tribal games, they are, the reason there are tribal games is to help also the IDAs to keep their culture together and for people also to understand what they do. So,
and to preserve it.
Part of the tribal games, ano nga yung kanilang mga ginagawa?
Ano yan? The cultural practices are being revived.
Yung sibat,
tapos
yung
pana,
mga ganoon.
Yung pang-survival skills nila.
Oo, tsaka yung dance nila,
mga sayaw.
mga
Tapos,
clothes nila.
wag lang natin tingnan yung component na yun, but actually, they have yung qualities nila to survive.
And taking care of the environment. Actually, yung ating environment na mga natitira, dahil sa katutubo yan, sila ang nag-aalaga dyan. So there's much to learn from them.
For those of you who want to volunteer, may malaking project doon. I-re-regreen namin yung Mount Pinatubo eh.
Oo, that's a huge project.
Laking undertaking, but we will
So this
we
is
will
an
begin.
opportunity, magbayanihan doon.
Ang kagandahan nun nito it transcends boundaries. During those games, dumating yung mga political people, dumating yung mga foundations, dumating yung civic groups. education. So they saw certain schools volunteered their students
Mm-mm.
to help and facilitate the tribal games.
Yan, bayanihan talaga,
Right,
tulungan from
nag-ambag-ambag
all
yan.
sectors.
Because they saw that it was, wow, this is such a good thing, you know?
Yeah, and it's good for all of us to
And
help
then it
each
involves environment,
other.
it involves people, it involves culture, it involves uplifting everyone's.
Education,
Right. So it makes a whole difference.
sustainability, lahat nandoon eh. No. So Miguel had something to say. During the sand removal and replacement at the turtle hatcheries last month, bayanihan was also practiced.
Yeah.
Oo. Kasi ho sa aming Kurma program, we bring endangered the eggs of the pawikans that are in dangerous areas, baka mamatay bago sila mag-hatch. Nililipat po yan sa hatchery. Yung hatchery po, syempre sand pa rin, ano, every time the whole season of hatching is
Nesting.
finished, tapos na yung nesting, tapos
During
na
the
yung
nesting
hatching,
season, kasi the water, malikot ang dagat sa amin eh.
Oo, baka mabasa
Malaking
kasi
alon.
yung eggs,
Mabasa
no?
yung eggs, mamamatay.
Anyway, after all the turtles have hatched and all that, and we're preparing for a new nesting season, we have to change all the sand para malinis. No? It's part of the hygienic practices. So that's a lot of work. Ang lalim po ng mga
Hinuhukay.
sand na tatanggalin, papalitan ng bago. So, ang hirap po na trabaho. Kaya yung kabayanihan natin malaking bagay na nagtutulungan ang mga volunteers namin. It's
Okay,
a
good
lot
morning
of
kay
work.
Bong, good morning kay Ver, good morning to you both. Anyway, we find that so much that we can actually do for the community. Any kind of work for the environment. For many of us who have been gifted, or even if you have not been gifted with whatever, always providing a helping hand in many ways is an opportunity. And it's the nature of humans to be doing this. We are stewards by nature. If we render service for the environment, for humanity in large, for the very society we live in, this makes a whole difference in our own life. Nagkakaroon ng mas malalim na meaning yung buhay natin. Hindi lang yung pang sarili natin na, okay, to find life, to find ways to make it my life so that my life is very comfortable in this world. You know.
So wait, meron tayong nalimutan. Di ba tayo mga Pinoy, kahit ano nang nangyayari sa paligid natin.
Tumatawa pa rin tayo.
Oo! Yung ating sense of humor, main natin yan, way to survive, to be resilient. Di ba? Kahit paano, nangyayari na lahat sa paligid. We find something to laugh about pa rin.
There's always a humor in everything.
Yes.
Di ba?
Malaking yan, ang tawag doon.
Relieves the stress kasi laughter is the best medicine yun.
Yes, it's a good coping mechanism.
So these are strong traits, no matter what. At saka hindi ka palaging bawal na kasi mangot. Di ba? May mga ganun palagi. There's a way, always a way to, lively, kumaga, make yourself masaya.
Oo, positive. Positive tayo mag-isip. Laging, kaya natin yan. Di ba? Di ka nag-iisa, tulungan tayo. So that's very important, nakakatuwa. At napakamaalaga natin, mga Pilipino. No? Like, during the COVID, nakikita natin, ang during and now after the COVID, parang naging very famous lalo ang ating Filipino nurses and medical people. They're in great demand around the world.
Time. They prove themselves. They prove their worth. It all has to do with the values that they bring with them.
Oo. Kahit
Their
itong
ability
recent,
to
di ba?
adapt and adjust.
Sa Israel na nagkaroon ng gera,
Isang
yung unang natin namatay na nurse na.
Caregiver.
Yeah, she won't leave the person she's caring for. Hindi niya inisip yung sarili niyang safety. No? So that's a really good value to keep. And it's good to remember all these values, no? Para na-inculcate natin.
Practice.
Oo. At saka i-pass on natin sa next generation natin. No? What
if
else?
You have, let's say, even in the field of whatever, let's say if you're in the field of medicine, or nutrition, or agriculture, make an extension program. naalala ko to even when I was in high school. The values of going to those who are needy. For example, we have to go to on weekends instead of us enjoying our Saturdays at home playing with our friends. There would be Saturdays of the month that we need to go to major depressed areas like Tondo. We would teach how to play soccer. Tuturo kami. And this actually, up to this very day, right now,
There's still a need, no?
right, up to now,
To
actually
help
ngayon,
with sports activities.
I have a friend who was, he was gifted with wealth. And he said, we want to, hanggang dito na lang ba? So now he wants to build wells in many of the elementary schools. that
Yeah,
are-
around us.
Yeah.
Oo.
and
Which
then-
is one of our projects as well.
right,
We're
and
also
do
doing that.
feeding programs. So he
Uh-uh.
wants to connect and make it, so that there's more. So these are things that come our way. Sa akin nga, minsan, in my life, it's always been this way. I want to share with everyone, and I'm always thankful to it. That there's always opportunities that are coming my way where you can actually
Be of assistance.
be of
to
assistance
others. Oo.
for others. Ito nga, yung sa pinuntahan namin dito sa, matagal na yun medyo a year and a half na naantala because of the COVID. We want to do the environmental rehabilitation, recovery of many towns that surrounds Mount Pinatubo. In this way,
Para magkatubig
magkatubig.
sila. Because they're running out of water.
magkakaroon ng
Yeah.
pagkain. These are all new build-up areas. Clark is becoming a city. There's an airport there. Ang dami ng development masyado, so nagiging urbanized yan.
Oo.
But part of it
They
is-
forget about the trees and the water that
Tsaka
they
the
need.
resources that they need. So
Yeah.
ngayon, saan tayo kukuha ng pagkain? Saan tayo So these are things of concern that if you work with the environment, you can help so much, so many.
Yeah.
And remember that we do our part of stewards of nature. And in doing so, when you do this, balik tayo dun sa naumpisa natin kanina. We're God-loving people,
Yes.
God-serving people, right? So one of the best service that is very pleasing to God right now, that we can
Always.
individually do, and always, is that let's take care of the environment. When you do that, you take care of everyone else, humans, wildlife, trees, plants, insects, name it.
Andun.
The satisfaction of doing that, and it's uplifting you as a person. So let's look at things that we can do. Even if you're a businessman, connect to something that will help
Yeah,
you.
ang dami. There's so much need around us.
Yes.
We don't have to look far to find someone who needs help.
Our
Yeah.
wealth can go
Mhm.
beyond just for us and our family.
There's only so much we really need
Yeah.
anyway, di ba?
Let's help others.
And also, pahabol, let's not forget, Filipinos are very hardworking people.
Right.
Yan. So the hard work we put in to whatever we're doing, we can also put that into our caring for each other, caring for nature. Yeah.
Umabol pa si Jens. Mahalo. It's from Hawaii.
Mahalo, yes.
You
Okay,
guys
our
sent
time
them
is up again.
We're
This
gone
is
here.
Very
We
quick.
wanna-
Yeah.
Again, nice to see you all and be a part of this again this morning. So please make the best of your lives. Yeah, be of service to society. Be of service to God,
Yeah, let's continue
Be of
on with
service
our
to
nice
our
Filipino
environment.
values.
and embrace this life, and you will be all happy. All right. At the end of the day, when you want to seek happiness, it's all about having a higher consciousness and a deeper purpose in your existence, and embrace this, and bring this about and share it to others. Oh, umabol pa si Ben. Okay.
Okay, maraming salamat,
Maraming
sa inyong
inyo,
lahat.
Thank you.
Pangkalusugan, pangkalikasan, go Palakas.